talk beans, man. Beanie Sigel. So Mac says he is excited to use AI because it will preserve and bring back, well, not preserve, but bring back his old voice on his new records. Now, the responses I've seen mixed on this one as well. Some people like it, but more of the people from our age and our era are saying it's not going to be the same if he uses AI with his new records and you hear that old beans, because it's kind of just, it's like a deep fake.
Not necessarily. I
don't
kind
think it
of.
is.
If he writes the lyrics,
This is what I'm hearing now. This is what I'm hearing. But what do you guys think about it? Because it's going to be fresh material from his pen.
This makes sense.
No,
Do you like this one?
I like this one because number one, it's him with all this stuff we talked about last week with the movies and the AI and all that stuff. It's Beanie Sigel owning his own voice. It's not like Beanie Sigel rapping with Jay-Z's voice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so like if he can bring some, like think about the DOC. What if the DOC came back?
That's exactly what I was thinking about too.
So, you know, like I think from this aspect, it's kind of interesting, and I'm not mad at it.
and plus he's still alive. This is not
Yes.
someone trying to exploit his voice after he's passed on and trying to give us new material. He wants to use his voice and his pen to give us new material with his original voice. I think this is a story from AI that I can 100% get behind.
Yes.
This was made for.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense, man. Somebody, he has an issue with his voice.
He does.
He can still rap.
Yes.
So why not still pen these hits and use the AI to your advantage? Because I mean, he's technically not cheating.
Mm-hmm. No,
I mean, it is his. To Lone's point, you make a good point when you say the obvious. It is his voice. It's
his
not like
voice.
he's trying to
It's not
sound like
cheating.
somebody
it's
else.
his ownership. You know,
I saw mixed reviews, man, but I myself wanted to put it on here because I'm cool with it. To y'all point, because it is his and it is fresh material, and he is, you know, coming up with the product. It's just he's gonna be vintage beans.
The problem is when he goes on tour, then he just has to have a backing track, which a lot of people frown upon. That's the only thing.
Maybe.
But in his situation,
Maybe not.
I would get it.
get a pass.
It makes sense for him.
Does
though.
he have
Yes.
so what is Beans' issue? Does he have like a? Is his voice fine?
I want to
Is
say
it
he
just
had
changed?
a surgery or something on his throat or something
I
like
thought he
that.
had a lung removed.
Something
Yeah.
It's
that affects
it's
his
very
talking.
raspy. Very
So
raspy.
is it a thing to where like if he performs live, he's not even going to be able to perform live, or is it a thing to where like his voice is just going to be different? Because if his voice is just going to be different when he performs live, who cares? Everybody's voices sound different.
Yeah.
when
But
they're-
the
DMC's
thing-
voice hasn't
but the
sounded
thing-
like DMC in decades.
Long time.
The
yeah.
thing with Beans is, from the shows that I've seen him perform, he'll do a couple songs, but his voice seems to, you know, kind of leave him. Obviously, it would if you're gonna stay up there long enough. So could he tour and do an hour? I don't know. Because
Probably
of,
not.
You know what I'm saying?
and if he can't, I think that's fine, because to me, there's a difference between putting the music out and you don't have to tour. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can just put the music out and you could do stuff like that.
Because
but-
Beans could still, the minute they do a Rockefeller anything or any,
Listen,
they get together, he can always pop out.
we literally just talked about older artists
Yes.
and being relevant and still having that love or passion for the artwork. So obviously, he still has that passion to want to do it. He just physically can't do it to the level that he wants to do it at. So a situation like this,
Yeah.
AI makes total sense to me.
And you can hear it in Beans' voice on his interviews. He's nowhere near the power. Beans just command the mic.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
it
that's
was-
one of the best parts about him was his voice.
And it's interesting because like when he released some stuff after his voice, you know, went through the changes, he didn't really release anything after that. And I feel like he kind of like heard what people are saying, like, oh, your voice isn't there.
Insecure about it, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's a good thing. I mean,
I'm not mad at-
overwhelming slice says it's cheating. I'm curious how. I don't really see this as particular thing as cheating in this aspect.
He's
Not
not,
if- not
using
if he's-
AI to write his songs.
That's the part. That's
Yeah,
the
I
part,
mean,
bro.
And the thing about it is, he can go in there and still spit these verses or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
and AI can just come on and kind of
Yeah.
give it more
Like auto
him
tune
from
or
back
something.
in the day.
Yeah,
because
sure.
that's what it's going to do. It's going to mimic himself. It's not mimicking somebody else.
The key, there's two keys in this. It's the fact that it's his voice, and it's also the fact that they're gonna be fresh bars. To me, that seals it for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cool with it. I actually will be excited to hear, because I know his pen's still there. It has to
See,
still
this
be
ain't
there.
the same.
That's
So-
not the same. I
so
don't agree.
what's
with
If
that?
that
Dr.
comment.
J could control an AI robot and play in the NBA, is that cheating?
That's cheating.
Yeah, that's cheating.
definitely
Because
cheating.
okay,
different.
this
We're
is-
not using Dr. J.
Well, because this is the thing, over time, Dr. J's physical gifts left him to where it's like, okay, I can't play in the NBA anymore.
Right.
Your gift as a songwriter is your pen.
Yeah.
Okay, now through things that, Beans living a hard lifestyle, his voice, he doesn't have the stamina to, get out and probably rap for an hour or 2 hours like he did when he was young. But his pen is still there. If he was if he was using AI to write his lyrics, then I'd be like, nah, Beans, just like in state property. Nah, Beans.
That's the difference. that's the difference in it. Like
your tool is your brain that controls your pen.
Exactly.
That is the
from a creative standpoint.
He's
Yeah.
ghostwriting for himself.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
if we're talking about the live performance aspect, sure.
Yes, that's cheating.
Sure, but for just creating what he's creating, coming up with the moves that Dr. J has, no, that's all in his head.
That's
His-
kind of like saying
his voice is his intellectual property.
that's almost like saying
well
is
said, well
was Roger cheating by using a vocoder while playing a keyboard.
I like that one.
He wasn't cheating to me though, because he still had to know how to play that keyboard
Right.
in order to make his voice do what it was doing.
If you've ever tried to use a vocoder, sit down at a keyboard, talk into a microphone while playing, give that a shot and then get back with us, because it is not an easy thing to do. So, yeah, man, I'm with you on that one. I like that one. He still had to do that. He had to do that.
And once again, my problem is when they try to have, I heard somebody try to have Biggie and Pac do Otis.
Yeah, I'm cool on that.
I don't want to hear that. Yeah.
no.
It's interesting to hear just
Yeah,
how
but
close it is, but I'm cool on that though.
Shout out to Overwhelming Slice. He is right back. The response is on time too.
I'm not mad at
not
his
mad
argument
you.
at
Yeah,
all.
I'm not mad
no.
at you.
But I'm just
He or she. I
think,
don't know if it's.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I don't know.
I apologize.
I think Beans gets a pass on this one.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm with this one. I'm not mad at this one.